evening, Commissar. Good evening, good evening. Sorry, I was trying to set up something real quick. Good evening, good evening. I'm setting up some new earbuds. I'm going a little bit digital. So we're going to test this out and see if it works a little bit more. Yeah, I need to be ambient aware. I don't know if I like this. Don't amp. Don't make me package you a tube amp. I don't know if I like this. We're gonna test this out a little bit. Yeah. Hopefully you can't hear this. I don't know what a tube amp is, so I mean I wouldn't know what I'd be looking at. A nice warm tube with some Sennheiser 650s. All right. I don't know if I like this. I think these earbuds are good for the gym cuz like they're wrapped around my ears, but I don't know if I like the yeah, I think I'm going to have to revert back to the old earbuds. Yeah, I guess we'll have to switch to the old earbuds. I was just trying something different. I don't mind the fact that they wrap that they wrap around the ears. I actually prefer that, especially if I'm running. A headphone amplifier using nice vacuum tubes, a bit of warmth and character, into some nice headphones. Oh, okay, all right. I just don't. I'm not into headgear. I'm not into headphones and all that stuff. And this right here is about as. Oh, have you tried bone conductive headphones? No, I have not tried bone conductive headphones. I've not tried bone conductive headphones. Basically, the reason why I was trying new headphones is because the old headphones that I have here, I'll show you. I'll show you. I've heard of them. I am not necessarily. I know they vibrate the skull, if that makes any sense. Hold on. There is a small little fly that I need to get rid of. It's been bugging me. Gotcha, you bastard. Ah, nailed ya. You thought you could fuck around with me. Ugh. Oh, sorry about this. Yes, hi. They basically sit in front of your ear holes and use your cranium as an actual sound producer. It's okay. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, no. I was. I probably need a new mic and new headset and all that stuff. And I think when I get to my forever home, um, and if we have space, I'll set up an actual like recording studio with microphones and all that stuff and all the coolness. Um, just because you know. But yeah, these are my standard headphones right here. These small little bud ones, which do the job. But sometimes they bother my ears and make my ears hurt when I'm double headphoning. Did you just eat that fly? Good on you, dude. Kind of gross, but good on you. Oh, big stretch. Do you need a bone? Dark is over here. Hi, pal. Hi. Yep. All right, we got pupper cam. Good old pupper cam. He's just gonna sit right there, right next to me. He's my buddy. He's my pal. All right, I'm gonna have to give him something. Can't not give you anything. All right, hold on. You're just being so cute and adorable, and I'm trying to be somewhat productive and get at least a little stream in. So hold on, 2 seconds. I know. Wait. I wanna show you off to everybody. Look at this handsome man. Look at his handsome puppers. Oh no, he's missing. Oh hi, Commissar. Look at this handsome puppers. No. Hold on, I got a treat for him. Hold on. Paw. Nope. Good. I can't do it well. I can't hold the camera while I'm trying to train him. Paw. Good job. Sit. Good job. Paw. Good job. All right. Yes. Oh, happy tail. And he's over there crunching. Munching. That's my boy. That's my Yorick. All right. All right. Hi, Guacamole. Thank you for joining me, even though it's probably very late in France. And I'm pretty sure you're watching like several games of the World Cup. Boston was replete with the Tartan army. Let me tell you. They were in force. In force. And they won, which was really good. So, all right. Let's get to it. We gotta paint a face today. We gotta paint teeth today, actually, too. Teeth, face, and eyeballs. All right. How's everyone doing? It's not the life for me. Than your problems. Life for me. It's down to this. I've got to make this life make sense. Can anyone tell where I've done? I miss the life. I miss the colors of the world. Can anyone tell what I am? Now again I found myself so far down, away from the sun that shines into the darkest place. I'm so far down, away from the sun again. Away from the sun again. I'm over this. Tired of moving in the dark. Can anyone see me down here? The feeling's gone. There's nothing left to lift me up. Back into the world I know. 'Cause now and then I found myself so far down, away from the sun that shines into the darkest place. I'm so far down, away from the sun that shines a light away from me. Find my way back into the arms again about the ones like me. I'm so far down, away from the sun again. Oh no, yeah. Oh no, down to this. Got to make this life make sense. I can't tell what I've done. And I found myself so far down, away from the sun. Yeah, it's pretty late for sure. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. All right, good, good, good. Have you been watching the World Cup? Nope. Oh, okay. All right. I was just curious if you had. Like I said, the Scots, all of it seemed like all of Scotland was in Boston for a bit. We get the points announcements tomorrow. Yes, yes, we do. Couldn't care less, to be honest. Oh well, that's fine. That's fine. It was lovely meeting a Glaswegian, I will say, when I was flying back from Massachusetts. It was just a lovely fellow. A lovely fellow. Interesting, interesting chap. Yes, we do get points tomorrow. We do get points tomorrow. And I can't wait to see my army just get screwed into the ground from the new points balancing. Have you seen the game Carcass Clad? What are you playing? I play guard for the most part. Have you seen the new Carcass Clad? It looks really fun. I actually did. It really does look fun. I think we should probably do that for a community night. I do agree with your assessment. It could be I would love that. It could be a cool like a mod for a Baneblade game. Well, the rumor is that the guard are currently bustedly strong. Hey, it's about damn time my boys had some sunlight. It's about damn time. Let's go. Let's go. God, it'd be about damn time. It'd be about damn time. My guard's been over here going, I'm so tired, boss. Give us a win. Let's go. Could be fun playing loyalists. Instead of playing loyalists, you could play chaos. Get all sorts of creepy crawly parts and bits and pieces from the loyalists, etc. Yeah, that could be an interesting mechanic. But I don't, you know me, I'm a loyalist kind of a guy. maybe even blood prayers, etc. Yeah, no, 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 no. I get I get what you're saying. I just, I'd be loyalist, loyalist all the way. Can always play loyalist, but build them chaos. I have an itch to make some Trader Sororitas. No, we're talking about a game called Carcass. What's it called? Oh God. There's a tank. Um, there's a tank game. Carcass. Oh God, you just did Carcass Clad. Yeah, there we go. That Quacamole um showed me, and it's got a great premise of a game. It's got a great premise of a game. And I think it would translate really well into 40K. Um, but at the same time, yeah, yeah, I wouldn't mind playing. We'd have to test it out first because like um, I think it would be a fun game to play. I really do. I think it would be an amazing game. Bit of a head trip. Only the driver. No, it's only the tank commander who knows what's outside. It's the tank commander who knows what's outside. The driver doesn't know, and the gunner doesn't know. So here's how it looks. The tank commander is looking out the view scope and saying, "Move forward, move left, move right, whatever. Turret moves so many degrees, all that stuff." And then the gunner is the one that loads the gun and fires it, and then the driver just drives. And I think it'd be outrageous. I think it's amazingly fun, and you're fighting these mutant um, amalgamation tanks that are nothing but corpses. That hence the name Carcass Clad. I wonder how replayable it is. It's a narrative game, maybe less linear. Some events randomly encountered to move the story forward. I don't know. I don't know. I will say this. It looks fun. It does look fun. It looks spooky too. Because like you got to think, you as the driver or the gunner, you're just like waiting for the commander to react to whatever is happening, and like the sense of urgency is definitely there. Co-op Bartrama the tank. Yeah, it's basically a third. The dev wood made mouthwash, in case you were wondering, at Demon Slayer. Yeah, no, again, it looks a really carcass clad looks a really interesting premise of a game. The only problem is that I would not. Hey, Phaedros, I am okay. If you haven't known in the if you haven't known in the chat, I've had a very, 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 very energetic week so far, and it's supposed to be my off week. And it's been a very spicy week, incredibly spicy week. How many Tabasco eye drops did you use last night / yesterday? I got some new toys again. Oh, good, good. New toys are good. Luckily I was I had to work it the incident um only for a little bit, but tomorrow and Thursday it's all hands on deck, and you know I was gonna take this kind of week to recover um, from a lot of what the kind of the emotional side of the house that I've been feeling over the last few weeks, week and a half with my grandmother's passing. But no rest for the wicked, and we had to, you know, even though I did not necessarily have to come in, it was, it was all hands on deck for those that could come in and whatnot. Um, I refuse to not um, support my airmen. Because it's not right for a guy like me in my position as a tech sergeant to not, when something extraordinary happens, right? Even if it's terrible, which is what it was yesterday, was terrible. Uh, and I'm asking my guys, hey, get ready to be called in, blah blah blah. Like there was 2 points they were like, I don't think we need you, and I was just like, I'll hang on just in case you do. Uh, uh, and then uh, you know, and then they were like, "Well, are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure." And they go, "Okay," because it's like you're going to be working the next few times, right? And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And they're like, "Okay." And then as I was packing up to leave, they changed their mind and they're like, "Actually, we need you." I'm like, "All right, tell me where I need to go," and that's what I did. um, but yeah, so I can't really go and pontificate on all the stuff that's happened since I had to work yesterday. Um, I know there's already been news articles about it, and everyone's kind of mentioned it, and I did mention it in the Discord. But I'm one, that's the news, and then two, um, I'm not PA, so like I'm not necessarily at liberty to talk about it, even though it's out in the public. Um, and out of respect for the people that need the help, right, and all that stuff. Yeah, I was getting to that. I was getting to that. Yeah, I've been unfortunately busy. Airman, have you realized Uncle Sam has not uttered? No, Uncle Sam may not have for the Army or the Marines, but rest and relaxation is part of the Air Force, core tenets. That's why we have golf courses on our on our air bases. You kidding me? I sleep on a bed of per diem in five-star hotels while the Army goes off and does their thing. Like maybe not for the Army, but definitely for the Air Force. Rest and relaxation is definitely a thing. But in situations like what happened yesterday, yeah, no. I can't tell my airmen, hey, I, I am not the kind of person that's going to tell my airmen to do one thing while I do another. You can you can kick rocks, Mister Army. Army's postings getting extra pay for insufficient housing accommodations. Um, Uh, yeah, I did see that, and it's about damn time. But their extra pay is, not gonna. I don't think will be sufficient enough. I really don't. Especially, have you seen? I mean, you've seen army towns. I don't know what's worse, the bricks or the or the army town. I mean, he can do that. He's the. I mean, who is it? Who is it that was playing golf? I think it was. I think actually Biden did. Biden was definitely playing golf at Camp David at some points. I can't remember when, but I do remember like a picture, like a news article about him relaxing. Either that or it was just walking on the golf course, one of the two. But every Air Force base has a golf course. Almost every Air Force base has a golf course. I'm dead serious. I'm not even trying to be. I'm not even trying to meme. Like every Air Force base. Oh, ad time. I wish. I know ads help me raise money and all that stuff. I just wish that they were kind of optional for the people that I actually care about. All right, hang on. This great big Scotsman. Turbo protects. You got this great big Scotsman. Speaking about that, I loved meeting the members of the Tartan Army. That was a really fun treat. I love the look in his eye. Yeah, let me turn on the other lights. Actually, you know what he loosely reminds me of? If I could modify it, if I was that skilled and was able to modify it, if I can get the damn camera to want to refocus on him. He looks like the Scotsman from Samurai Jack. If I could get him like a small little ponytail top knot and have him in a kilt instead of pants and a sword. He's a Scotsman from Samurai Jack. That's what I just realized. That's what he looks like. There's a wee bonny samurai with your wee bonny swords and dress. You're not wrong. Yeah. Oh, are you talking about Trench Crusade? Yeah. Trench Crusade, it's definitely Trench Crusade has definitely had some distribution issues. But how do you like this, Johnny? I could go a little lighter with the beard, but I just didn't know. Like it's kind of more orangey. I think it looks good. Okay, all right. So the other thing I got to ask you, Johnny, is do you want me to do the gubbins, like the ammo belts, the grenades, the pouches? It is your model after all. Because I can do that. That'd be easy. I just have to do one more head. I'm working on one pouch right now. I do like me some gubbins. All right, well then gubbins is what if you like some gubbins, we will give you gubbins. Gubbins is what you will have. Gubbins is exactly what you will get. Johnny, have you been watching the footy recently? I can't remember. Am I in this wave or the next one? Brain memory leak. You are in the next one. You're in the next wave. Have I been watching the football games, the World Cup, the footy, the footy? All of Boston was invaded by the Tartan army. It was amazing. It was amazing. I loved it. I didn't get to catch all of it, but I loved how I loved what they did. Football. Can't say that I have. Oh, okay. All right. I was just curious if you were watching Canada trying. So tomorrow I get to work from home because of it. Oh, good, good. I was just curious if you were watching it from you're rooting for Canada to go into the round of 32nd and 16 and all that stuff. My office is walking distance from the stadium where it plays. Yeah, neither have I, although I've heard a fun related story to that. Oh, please do tell us. They don't want to spend half the day commuting. Ah, excellent. The Japanese team left their locker room cleaner than they have found it. I mean, that's Japan. That's any that's not just like indicative of the like quote unquote Japanese team. That's just Japan in general. Is a very there is a strong sense of community when it comes to Japan, which is both a blessing and a curse. It is a blessing because when something affects the communal good, yeah, but it's funny how it was so newsworthy. I mean, yeah, that's kind of sad. But like the the Japanese, it's a blessing and a curse because the Japanese, when something affects the communal good, the Japanese really care about it. Like they really care about it. Um, but the problem is that because they are so staunchly, yeah, there is collectivist culture, yeah, because they are so staunchly for the communal good, anything that's considered outside of the norm or an outsider, right? The word gaijin, outsider, the Japanese word gaijin, um, is almost becomes to the point of extremism and xenophobia, which is really sad because I think the Japanese are a lovely people. And for the ones that I worked with, they weren't xenophobic and they weren't racist and all that stuff, which was really good. But you get out into some of the more provincial areas, and even in the more metropolitan, where you think it was more metropolitan slash cosmopolitan, you can run into some pretty shitty people, pretty shitty people. Um, and because you don't necessarily know Japanese, your ignorance is can be their defense, right? Um, and Now I personally did not encounter it, but I heard stories of airmen. Sometimes it's somewhat, it's like chicken versus egg. You don't know if it was the airman's fault first or if it was the Japanese person being just overly aggressive. You don't necessarily know that. That's why I have these chicken and egg arguments, right? Well, was it the airman's original fault? Was he truly at fault, or was he actually experiencing, or they actually experiencing xenophobia? In Nihojin or Gaijin, extremely xenophobic. At least it doesn't sound normally iso isophonic stuff. I mean, yeah. It just so that's the that but that's what I'm saying. It's the problem of I loved every minute of being in Japan. The problem that you run into is that very few people feel comfortable addressing the elephant in the room, which was the fact that um, it's the fact that there is an underlying current of xenophobia. The only time I got uh, is meaning end of isophobe that get thrown around. Istophobic meaning. Oh, okay, all right. Oh, okay. Istophobic. Yeah, okay, all right. The only time I got treated was when ironically, I decided it'd be funny to try the Denny's in Akihabara. Yeah, don't be, what I found out is don't be a tourist. That's like it's like an off switch to them. If you are being a tourist, like a true tourist, like oh I'm in Japan, oh, and you do the cringe shit, that's an immediate like that will definitely get you lit up quick. An immediate target for some hostility. I think I would love to visit Japan. I think I would hate living in Japan. I would think. Um, no, I met a bunch of French people that worked and lived there, and they never had anything negative to say about living in Japan. Although I'm pretty sure they were vested in the culture. Um, I recently found a series which I need to pick up again. But as a person who lived there for 5 years, um, there definitely were times where I think because most of the world is individualistic, um, because most of the world has an individualistic attitude, this idea of collectivism is somewhat foreign. And and then when you're trying to um, um emote that individualism, it like butts heads and all that stuff. All right, let's get to these comments. Living in Japan, you'd always be treated as an outsider by the 99% of people count, but the 1% that acknowledge you will be good friends. That's my understanding. Yes, yes. Or if you have family friends, that that visited America and all that stuff, like my grandfather has family friends. Um, they are quite lovely, quite lovely. Uh, um, they welcome me into their home and all that stuff. Like it was lovely. And then there like my experiences with the Japanese have been very pleasant. I think one time where I was at odds with a Japanese person, and it really wasn't anybody's fault. It was um it was it was because that person I think was suffering from dementia, which sucks because the individual was trying to he we had our translator with us or our interpreter, and the interpreter turns to me and says, "I think this guy doesn't know where he's at." And I said, "Okay, well, why?" And he goes, "He's saying he's trying to buy shoes." And I I said, "Well, uh, was he ever JSDF? Was he a member of the Air Force at any point? Like, what do you mean shoes?" And he goes, "I think he thinks that there's a shopping mall nearby." And I was like, does he mean Sky Plaza? And I'm like trying to like figure it out. And he goes, and the interpreter goes, I seriously think that this guy is suffering from dementia because he's making no sense. Um, and you know, the guy was like trying to get onto base, and I kept, I just put my hand out, and I had the interpreter put his hand out. And we're telling him to stop, stop, stop. And then the guy goes into a tirade about, you know, how I'm an outsider. And I knew he went into a tirade because he got very, very angry and very, very, like, he started pointing his finger at me and pointing his finger at the interpreter, and the interpreter's telling him to, like, stop and no, we're, all that stuff. So that was really the only time where I was genuinely faced with a combative person um, in Japan. So, yeah. But to end the story, we did manage to get the police to come get him, and um, he did. I think they took him to the hospital. Outside of that, I don't know what happened. Um, but yeah, it was definitely an experience, to say the least. I have no idea what sort of job I could do, if any. What is it? Oh, sorry. French competes with English as a secondary language. When I visit my friends, I stayed with his aunt for a bit, and she had been there for 25 years, raising her daughter while teaching French as a second language. Her daughter was hilarious. She looked like your average European simpa. When she answered phone, mushy mushy, she started rattling off high-speed conversation like a native. To be honest, I have no idea what job I could do, if any. I don't even know. I don't even like office culture. Yeah, office culture. Well, office culture in Japan is a hell of a lot different than office culture in any of the other worlds. Let me tell you, I can't tell you, Japanese salarymen, fucking salarymen and salarywomen know how to get down. They know how to party. Like in most Western cultures, right? In most European centric cultures, when you go to work, you clock in, you clock out, and maybe you have some friends at work that you hang out with, but that's it. In Japanese business culture, not only do you clock in and clock out, but then your entire office space goes to the local bar, and then you all proceed to get absolutely scunnered at the local bar, and you bar hop, and then you're expected to show up the next day ready to work. It's nuts. It's nuts. I met a couple of, it was in passing because I was visiting Tokyo with my family and whatnot, but I met a couple of salarymen who were out partying, and it was lovely. They were very lovely people, and they were very interested in what had to offer to them in the conversation, what they had to offer, and all that stuff. But oh my god, it was nuts! It was crazy. I'm like, oh, so you have work on the next morning? They go, yep, absolutely. And I go, you guys are fucking insane. You guys are nuts. I said it a little bit more politely, but that's what I was saying to them. I was like, I could never, ever in my life. Well, I can't being security forces. I might be able to get away with it being regular Air Force, but no, they're still drunk on duty. Yeah, no, no, the UCMJ would not allow me to party until 4 a.m. getting scunnered completely, and then and having to report into work at 7. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nope, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. UCMJ would not allow me. And even if the UCMJ did allow me, I don't think I could do it because I could barely function. Maybe when I was younger, the whole puke and rally, but uh, don't get me wrong, Air Force can party hard when we want to. It's just there has to be that has to be planned. And then you do it again the next night. Yeah, yeah, you do it again and the next night. And then when the weekend hits, you still do it. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Don't get me wrong. The Japanese are great people. Oh, I got my DD14, the paper, not the actual blanket. Vertex went digital, so it's really easy for me to get them. Oh, good, good. I'm glad. I mean, it'd be cool if you got your DD14 214 blanket. Like if you actually got your blanket so you got your DD4 214 wrapped around. I love that meme. Let me snuggle with myself into my DD Form 214. They did not give me my medical paperwork because it was conveniently lost in the warehouse fire. Ooh, that's booty. I would. The last line was a joke. Oh, okay. I would, if honestly, if you're trying to get your medical paperwork, I would request it through Department of Army Medical, because you worked for the Army, yeah, if I remember correctly. I mean, you should have done that before when you separated. You should have gone to the VA when you separated, or right before. No, I was Air Force. Oh, okay, all right. I'm thinking Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer was Army. You were Air Force. Um, yeah. How long did you get out? Like how long did you separate? When did you separate? Because you could still go to an Air Force clinic and get your medical records that way, request them that way. Oh, yeah, no, that's too long. Oh, I'm in danger. Yeah, that was before I joined. I joined in 2009. Yeah, you're there's this thing called SOL, and yeah, that's gonna be an oof from me, brother. Yeah, yeah, you should have had. Uh, I mean, well, no, because 2007, I don't think they were doing smooth move transitions from active duty to VA. I found a drone application. I found an application to be a drone pilot. Well, I'll tell you this: drones are the way of the future. Hey, go for it, painting. Hello. I'm not too worried about it. It was nice to show the message that I was in and not making it up. Oh, okay. All right. She didn't believe you? I mean, stolen valor is a thing, but go for a painting. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. What can I do for you? Too much stolen valor out there. Or out here, out there, yeah. To be honest, I'm not sure I'd be a good fit for the army. Well, look, how do I want to say this? and not be pedantic. Civil service isn't for everybody, but if you don't know it's not for you, it's okay to to think about it, right? It's okay to experiment with civil service. But don't go into the experimentation thinking, oh, and I absolutely hate these people that are like, well, if a drill sergeant got into my face, I'd just punch him. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. You absolutely. Everyone has that same thought of, oh, I wouldn't allow someone to talk to me like that until you're in the situation and your amygdala gets fucking triggered and you're just like, oh dear. There was one point in basic where I realized my romanticist, my uh, romantic, what's it called? Um, my romantic ideas of the military were, I would cry if a drill instructor started yelling at me. um, there, like I was somewhat mentally prepared for it, but I still wasn't like, even when I was getting yelled at basic and in tech school, and when I got to Edwards at my first station, there were times where I was like, oh man, maybe I did make a mistake. But then after that first year, really, once you pass your first year as an airman, most airmen attrition out after their contract is up. But if you make it to the end of your first contract and you're genuinely liking the job, then normally you stay in until either you don't like the job or something better comes along. Yeah, I think they started recently letting them yell to trainees again. Yes, they did. I was there at Camp Bullis for combat leadership course, and those weren't trainees. Those were airmen going through their tech school training. But the tech schoolers um, got tore up from the floor up occasionally. Especially when you had guys that were just not getting it with the program. Um, that was definitely a thing. Besides, I'm overweight and I'm already 31 years old. I've seen some pretty old sons of bitches come in. Overweight, yeah, you got to work on that. And I know that's pot calling kettle black. I've got a little bit of a beer belly, but but you know, um, you just got to work on it, right? You just have to work on it. Now, I'm going to admit I was definitely in my feelings and eating them for the last few weeks. Um, Half left face, front leaning left position, move. In cadence, exercise. Or by my count on the down and the up. Oh, I hated that one. I hated that one. In cadence, you could at least be like, all right, I can get into the groove. But if someone says, you stop that, those were the worst. So, for those of you that aren't in the military, whenever a drill instructor or someone who is in charge of you, who is in charge of your training, told the formation half left or half right face, front leaning rest move, you were about to do push-ups. Now, if they said in cadence, yeah, if they said in cadence, you were doing the regular. Oh, your ad. Damn it! I gotta wait for the ad to stop. Quackaball. I wish you had an ad. I wish you were able to not to get ad. Um, I'll wait till the ad is done. Because I really, if you don't understand the context, you'll be lost. You're lost. Demon Slayer's got flashbacks right now. I can literally see the PTSD shakes in his face, and Phaedros is over here holding his DD-214 close, saying, "They can't hurt me anymore. They can't hurt me anymore. They can't hurt me anymore." Front leaning rest. Yeah. For those of you that are watching on YouTube, you will definitely have the full version of this. I gotta wait. Hold on. Let me look to see when the ads. Besides, I can't even do a proper push-up. Okay, all right. So the ad's back. So he's back. Okay, all right. As I was saying, as I was saying, um, so when someone's in charge of you, normally this happens during basic. Normally this happens during basic. So when you're marching with your flight and someone screws up royally and your drill sergeant says half left or half right face, you make a half left, right? So instead of making a full 90-degree turn, you make a 45-degree turn, right? And that spreads the formation out. And when they say front leaning rest, move, you then go into the push-up position with your body fully extended, your arms locked out. Now, when the drill instructor is saying in cadence, that means that the whole formation is going at a measured pace, all right? And in cadence is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, sir, right? You're doing a kind of a regular push-up, nice and easy, and then you got to shout out 1, sir, 1, ma'am, whatever. Sometimes, depending on the service, the Marines do, I love the Marine Corps. 1, 2, 3, 4. That kind of stuff. I don't know if the Navy does anything different. In the Air Force, it's usually just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, sir, 1, ma'am, whoever's leading your flight. However, if your drill instructor is a sadistic bastard, he will go on the up down, right? At my count, which is you either go up or you go down. And you have to do it at the speed of his words. So if he goes up, you all snap up. If he goes down, you're going down. You all have to go down at the rate that he's going. And then you go up. And Phaedros said it right. 5 minutes later, up. So you could be, he could be going up, down, up, down, up, down. And you're just cranking them out as best as you can. Or in cadence, but 30-second counts. Oh, yeah, that's true, too. So you're just cranking them out. And then sometimes the drill instructor, he or she would go up, down. The TIs made everyone hate me because I was fresh from military school and dropped 40 pounds to get in. So I was pushing like a champ. Oh yeah, no, the best threat is I'm gonna make you push until I get tired. Ooh, ugh, I hate that one. Look at Mac, he knows the drill. Yeah, yeah. I hate that threat. I hate that threat of I'm gonna make you do push-ups until I get tired. I could never. I still use that threat occasionally. We're gonna run miles until I get tired. We're gonna we're gonna we're gonna run miles until I get tired. We're gonna do laps until I'm done. My favorite threat that I've ever heard to this day was, "I'm gonna PT you all in the day room, until the walls start sweating, right? For those of you that don't know, the Air Force has a day room inside of their basic training hall, or at least the old ones did. The old facilities did. And whenever the TI said day room, you all had to rush into the day room, and you all sat down Indian style, cross-legged, crisscross applesauce, right? Um, but there was just enough room to make everybody do at least some form of PT. And there was one time where the TI was pissed at us. And also, you triggered my PTSD trap card by saying up down's too fast. Remember up downs? Attention to front leaning rest, then back up, executely corrected. I had a sergeant forget that he was smoking me once. He had to run to a leadership meeting right when I started pushing. That was a bad day. Oh, I was never forgotten. I was never forgotten like that. But I definitely remember getting smoked by my TI. We were out on the drill pad, and he was testing us on weapons knowledge. And, I remember going through my weapons knowledge, and I'm like, I'm just kind of repeating it in the back of my head. And he's like, Training Hecht. I was like, Sir, Training Hecht reports disordered. And that was the greeting. You had to give him the greeting. And he was like, what is the maximum effective range of an excuse? And I didn't hear the maximum effective range of an excuse, because I didn't know I had screwed up anything, and I was still trying to remember memory work. And I go 3,600 meters, and he goes, really, an excuse? And I just was like, Training Hecht. Yeah, I was like, Training Hecht reports ordered. Sir, I thought you were asking me about weapons knowledge. And he goes, awesome weapons knowledge. Go run me 3,600 meters. And I had to run 3,600 meters. That sucked. And then when I was running, he was asking me why I was running, and I said, an African or European excuse. Oh man! And he was saying, why am I getting smoked? And I said, obviously I screwed up something, Sergeant, but I don't know. Basic is why I say my apologies instead of I'm sorry. um, and he was just like, so as I was running, he was like, I need you to look at your boots. So I'm looking at my boots, and I look back at the TI, and I'm looking at my boots. And I go, he's like, what's wrong with it, as I'm running around the track? And I'm looking at them, and I think, and I say, I think it's my blousing. And he goes, nope. So I'm running around, and my blousing is coming undone. My blousing straps are coming undone, and I at this point I'm getting exhausted, right? Because I'm still running 3,600 meters. For those of you that don't know, that's approximately 2 miles and 400 meters. Not approximately. That is 2 miles and 400 meters. So by the time I'm done running my 2 miles, he stops me at the 2 mile mark. And he looks down and he goes, "What is wrong with your boots?" Anyways, I'm tired. I'm going off to bed. Oh, thank you, Guacamole. And I look down and I realized what he was talking about. I didn't ladder lace my boots. I just regular laced them. I didn't ladder lace them. So, and I go, "Sir, Trading Hecht reports orders. I'm breathy. I didn't ladder lace my boots." And he goes, "Exactly." "Are you saying I'm a sorry drill sergeant?" It's like, "You catch on quick." Yeah. So yeah, I hadn't ladder laced my boots. I had regular laced them, and I didn't think about it at the time because he was gonna PT all of us. But because I said because I inadvertently said 3,600 meters because I was talking about the M4, I just saved all my guys. He just wanted me to run, and then I had to, and then he PT'd me for my blousing being unkempt. And that's the thing is that basic was a weird experience. It was fun, scary sometimes, and upsetting. You critically succeeded while failing the check. Yeah, absolutely, exactly. It was scary at times because it's like you never you. It was the one experience that you were just like, I do not want to fail. Right? They instilled this aversion of failure into your mindset. Um, but it was fun in other ways because you got to experience something that very few people get to experience. Well, oh God, someone said it the best. It was the worst best experience you never wanted to repeat ever in your life. Right? It was the best worst experience you never want to repeat again. Yeah, I really did critically succeed while failing the check. I inadvertently saved my flight from getting smoked. He just made me run, for God's sakes. The thing that stuck with me is how I learned to survive stressful situations and environments. Oh yeah, fact. I mean, basic is designed to stress test the person. Um, and for everyone that thinks otherwise, they're high. Basic is definitely it. One of my favorite basic memories is towards the end when the Firewatch guys would pay you $50 to do their shift. So I did 3 hours and made 100. I spent polishing and buffing the floors. Toward the end of my shift, our DS came running in to the steps and had wet boots. Nailed the mirror finish, tiled. Was looking at the ceiling, saying, "Sweet Jesus, that's clean." Did you see that, Private? What? Good job. Was looking at the ceiling. "Sweet Jesus, that's a clean floor, Private. Did you see that?" See what, drill sergeant? Exactly. Good job. Yeah, we didn't have anyone slip and bust their face in front of us. thankfully, because I don't think none of us would survive that encounter. We had somebody. We did have someone accidentally, um, accidentally during Cadam shoot the ceiling of the Cadam of the Cadam baffles. I was the only one up. It was like 1 a.m. Ah. Yeah, we had someone shoot the ceiling of the Cadam firing range. That was a very fun slash not fun day. So how do you shoot the ceiling except either by pure accident or likely even pure stupidity? I think what happened was is that when the trainee was moving positions, the so in the Air Force you go from prone to prone supported, then prone unsupported, then kneeling supported, kneeling unsupported, standing supported, then standing unsupported. And what I think happened was is that during the transition from either prone to kneeling or kneeling to standing, they booger hooked the trigger and had tilted the gun up to like stabilize and shoot the ceiling. That airman wasn't a part of my flight, thankfully, but it definitely prolonged the training day long before. I did a 12-mile ruck and dislocated my shoulder. I was 3 days away from graduating, and going to medical would have had, at minimum, recycle me. I didn't want to do it all over again, so I just gritted my teeth and spent the day irritated. Got done. The drill sergeant did an inspection. Oh, not a mod. He forgot to take his booger hook off. Yes, yes. That's basically that's my assessment. Um, uh, anyway, so spent the day, got here, inspected mostly, just wanted to make sure everyone's feet were okay, and saw it says you can go to medical, but they'll likely discharge you for having dislocated during training, or I can fix it and it's gonna hurt. You can guess. I can assume I chose the answer I chose. Yeah, I never got sent to Mediflight. I had a lung infection at one point in basic, which prevented me from going to the obstacle course, which really pissed me off because I really wanted to do the obstacle course that day. Um, but unfortunately, I had a lung infection. It wasn't full blown pneumonia, but the medics were like, "We can hear your breathing. Like we can hear like a watery sound in your lungs." Um, and I was just like, "Great, cool." But yeah, I was never sent to X-ray flight. Never was. I was much younger and full of myself those days. Weren't we all? Yeah, yeah. Oh how youth tastes, the fruit of youth tastes so sweet, lest it grow bitter on the vine. I lived by to be the young man by to be the young old man by some cruel joke of the world. This 30? I wasn't planning to make it to that weird number. Oh, there was a meme a while back that was like rotating around the Facebook spaces. It was when anti-vaxxing was being a really huge thing. And this meme I remember is just like, "Oh, so what do you want to do on your 10th birthday?" Uh and the kid's like, "I didn't think I was going to make it this far." And of course the kid's got a sticker that says unvaccinated. And it's true. It's true. 36, grandfather said I'd be deceased by like 21. By the way, we believe in vaccinations around here. Just saying. Before anyone gets any wrong ideas. Yeah, science, bitches. Yeah, science. All right, Mr. White. I that's the one show I've never seen all of it in its entirety. I probably should watch Breaking Bad at least once. Um, but I've never seen it in its entirety. I've always seen clips. Hell, there's just tons of clips online. I don't know. What are your go-to shows that you would like to see but just haven't seen? Neither have I watched up to at the auto car wash. Okay, all right, gotcha. That's pretty early on. Okay, there was one show I can't remember the name of it. Not Blackstone. Is it? Is it's not Yellowstone? One oh, is it? Was it Deadwood? Deadwood with uh Ian Shane. I gotta remember it. Ian McShane. Ian McShane.
Oh yeah, Yellowstone. Okay. I still need to finish the Blacklist and Vox Machina anime. I think they came out with a new series, a new installment of it as well. They just announced they're doing the 99 2, the Mighty 9 2. Yeah. Gonna check out this. Gonna check out for now. Get some stuff done. That's no worries. I'm about to. I've got like an hour ish left before I gotta end the stream. I wanted to get something in before tomorrow and before over the weekend because I'm gonna be busy over the weekend. Catch you around. So I get to go home and I can interact now that you're leaving. Ah. I got stuck at work late. We had a breakdown in Pennsylvania, so I'm waiting for the tow truck to get to the yard and get the good truck to swap with the driver. Oh, breakdown in Pennsylvania. Are you in Pennsylvania or are you like up north? Ah, God, Lord, let me get rid of that guy. Bought, bought, you heinous bastard. I'm in Indiana. Ooh, oh, so that's a shitty breakdown. Get breakdown in Pennsylvania. That's like a good 20-hour drive or close to it, I would assume. I would think it's almost 20 hours. Indiana? No, no, because 20 hours is Oklahoma to Michigan. So it might be like 12 or 10. Does Indiana border Pennsylvania? I don't think so. No, it's like 7 hours. Okay, all right. My geography's a little off, so Indy, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Pennsylvania's a shitty place to have a breakdown. Period. They mostly have dead zones for shops. No one knows Indiana, anyways. It's just corn and Hoosiers. Well, that's not true. It's got Indiana has a lovely person that I've met on the internet, and that's what counts, and that's what matters. Not just corn and Hoosiers. It's your home state, and the fact that you're watching me from there just makes it that much more special. Notre Dame football, a couple phenomenal zoos. Oh, and the new home of the Bears Stadium. Don't ask Indiana how it's housing the Chicago Bears. I'm not sure either. Yeah, one of my buddies was lamenting that the Chicago Bears are moving to Indiana. And I was just like, oh, well, that sucks. Because he's a die in the wool Bears fan, like hardcore Bears fan. Was proud that they were from his city. I'm gonna go get some water real quick. So, Demon Slayer, while you're waiting for this tow truck to come, what is oh, oh dear goodness, what have you been working on hobby wise? I just locked in my color scheme for my Skelly Boys. Gonna finish up my box of Immortals, crack into my Combat Patrol. After that, if I remember correctly, I need another box of Immortals. 3 Heavy Destroyers. It'll be a good 1,000 points, and I'm probably gonna help the Miss Demon for her sisters. My buddy is getting into Orcs when the Armageddon drops, so that's what we'll be working on. Oh, cool. Fantastic. I love it when friends are able to share hobbies together. All right, I'm going to listen to some tunes while I paint. Likely Space Wolves. Oh, okay, all right. Well, that's lovely that his girlfriend's interested too. It's always nice to have partners interested, friends and partners interested in the same, like really active hobbies, really intensive hobbies like Warhammer. And I won't have one thing left. What happened to everything I've ever known? 'Cause all it gave me was this ticket to heaven. Take it to heaven. Just a lie in the bed that you made. Now I'm restless and I'm running from everything. I'm running from everything. And it's a little too late. Innocence dies out, ain't that a shame? Of your dreams and all of your money, they don't mean a thing. Everything is said and done. Have one thing left. What happened to everything I've ever known? All he gave me was this ticket to heaven. Ticket to heaven. I in the bed that you made. Now I'm restless and I'm running from everything. I'm running from everything. It's a little too late. If you don't know, anyone planning on getting a box and splitting, but if you do, let them know one of the sprues is a mixed Space Marine Orcs. If my brain came from correct, if it's wait, what? If you know anyone planning to get the box and splitting, but if you do, so you're saying that there is a one piece of the Orc or Space Marine set is on the Orc sprue or Space Marine sprue. That makes a little bit more sense. I had to read that a couple of times. So it's not all Orcs and all Space Marines. There is one sprue from either on the other sprue. Gotcha. Good to know. How do you know that? Correct. And Orc part is on the Space Marine sprue. Okay. Did someone tell you? Reddit, a lot of the pre-orders got shipped early. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Well, good on Reddit for fixing what GW clearly could not advertise. Man, GW can't hold a secret if their life depended on it. To be fair, nothing that hasn't been shown already isn't in the lore book. Yeah, that's true. Get to heaven, to take it to Plus, all the GW shops have been displaying their boxes and since pre-orders went live. My local bookstore sells Warhammer. Said they had theirs for over a week now. Ah, okay, all right. Don't think I can. No, no, let's separate. Let us appear now and dreaming of your face. I'm intending to make it that they're as open uh, to go by mine since they can't hold anymore through license and not official go through GW stores since they don't do pre-orders because reasons. Oh, because of reasons. Because of reasons. Because of those damn dirty raisins. Raid. Oh, well, a raid. Hey, Leoner, how are you? Okay, I think I've told you. Hello, Raiders. I think I've told you the nice connection in the store. No, you haven't. Thank you very much. Hello, Raiders. Greetings, greetings. Greetings, Raiders. More Raiders. Oh, my lord, a double raid. What is going on? What is this? Lee Honor and Sebastiana. Hi. My goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Good lord. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Yes, welcome. My goodness. Hello, everyone. How are we? Welcome, welcome. My God. Holy crap. We're just building models. That's what we're doing right now. How is everybody? Welcome, welcome. We're focusing on Ogrins right now. Welcome, welcome, everyone. My goodness. Need to raid and run, but please take care of my regiment. Also, I am also building. Oh, well, join me in voice chat, or I'll call you real quick. I didn't know you were. I didn't know you were on. I would have. I would have gladly have just said hi. I'm also building. What are you guys building? That's all right, Lee. I'll take care of everybody. Welcome to the Commissar Hecht. Welcome to the Commissar. Tiny Steel Legion with some extra bits to make them my own. Oh, Tiny Legends Steel Legion with some extra bits to make them my own regiment. Oh, good, good. I'm so glad. Currently, I am making gifts for my supporters. I'm making gifts for my supporters. Um, we're It's going to be Steel Legion and Krieg with the Pickelhaube. Oh, yes, I am familiar with the Pickelhaube. By the way, Sebastiana, wie geht's? I hope you've been well. I know we haven't been streaming together for a hot bit, but I hope everything is doing well. I hope you're feeling better. Also, about some recast discontinued to make command chimeras. Oh, okay. Recast. As much as recasts are are somewhat predatory and all that stuff. I get it. I get why people get them. As long as they're good. I definitely didn't get curious last week and figure out I can cram 120 Krieg and a Scout Sentinel in 2,000 points. I it's going to say that, or I was going to say every day I stream is a good day. Oh well, I'm glad. I'm glad that every day you stream is a good day. I really am. We need to get back together again and stream some Dark Tide and whatnot. I think because they got the Skatari now. Just got to figure out a time to actually do it. Ooh, a co-op Total War Fornicate. Sure. A week until the Toaster Boys show up. I can't wait. I know. Johnny, you're probably over there fucking vibrating. You're probably over there just vibrating in excitement, in binaric cant. A Total War core up in the future. Yeah, if they have sisters, because Sebastiana has sisters. Oh, by the way, go check out her channel. She's a very lovely person. And check out Leonor's channel real quick. Let me give them quick shout outs in the chat real quick. So hold on while I do that. Let me just give them their flowers. So there's Sebastiana. And then Leonor, if he's still in here, he might be gone already. Let's see. I'm just trying to see where Leonor is. There he is. Okay, there we go. And there's Leonor. Let's make sure we give them their flowers. Go support them real quick. All right. There's a World War II game called Ostfront. It's got a really good mod where you can play as the Planetary Defense Force, Krieg, Cadians, and Steel Legion. Hard, but first hard at first, but an enjoyable guard experience. Well, good. I'm glad. I am glad. Yeah. So for those of you that are, you unlocked Auric difficulty with your Psyker. No, I see. I struggle with Auric. Hell, I struggle with Damnation. Let's be real here. Before we Habibi, before we even talk about Auric, hold on. Before we even talk about Auric, let's talk about how I suck at anything above Damnation, or anything or Damnation and above. Malice is probably the only difficulty that I operate in. So the fact that you're able to unlock Auric is whoa. That's nuts. That's crazy. But yeah, Sebastiana, if you still got Darktide, or if you were ever interested in Darktide, I do plan on streaming it more once I unlocked it. I didn't say I actually played it. But yeah, Sebastiana, if you wanna get into some Darktide, we could totally do some Darktide. I'm kind of intimidated to be honest. I just know I'm gonna have a large helping of McSuck when I get at it. You're intimidated by it. That's crazy because you're actually pretty good at the game. But how have you been, Sebastiana? Long time no see. Would love to stream with you again. Have you been following the World Cup? Are you into that stuff? Are you into the sports ball? I haven't seen what Germany's been doing for the for the teams. By the way, I am interested to see your guard once you're done with them. I died a lot. I still haven't figured out what to do when I'm swarmed. I must be doing something right. I think she might have left. Hopefully she didn't, because I really, like she's good peoples. She is really good peoples. And how is everybody else? I hope everyone's doing fine. I hope everyone's doing okay. I'm still here. I'm doing okay. All right, good, 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 good. I haven't followed the World Cup, but I hear we demolished that island nation. Well, there's a couple of island nations. There's there's Ireland. There's England. There's Japan. There's a couple other ones. I know that if America gets to, I think it's the round of 16, we face England, I think, on July the 4th. And I don't like Dark Tide. I know it's a good game to 40. But I can only but it's unenjoyable to me. I can only play it from time to time. Oh no, then don't worry about it. Look, if you don't like a certain game, no pressure. No pressure whatsoever. We can play other games. We can collab other games. If you have a game that you want to collab with me, you just let me know and we will collab it together. Oh, Curacao, north of or Venezuela. We defeated them 7-1. Oh, that's just brutal. Ooh, that's not a game. That's an execution. Like with Brazil. Yes, I remember the Brazil game where Germany went 7-1 on Brazil. Oh, my brain juice is slosh. Okay, okay. I've already decided I want to do Death Guard for my next army while slowly building up the Guard. But I just realized I could totally kit bash a Hexmark destroyer with a Triarch legs to my Hellbrute. Ooh, that actually doesn't sound too bad. That actually sounds pretty gnarly. That's a pretty gnarly uh yeah, that sounds pretty gnarly. that's an interesting conversion. I would like to see like your thoughts on um, how to make it look amalgamated. But yeah, that's a pretty cool looking cool idea. Now we're just doing these gubbin bits on the Ogrins real quick. Because once these gubbin bits are done, I can move on to the next project, which is a Commissar for Russ. Bundeswehr ads on your channel? How very fitting. What? Well, I didn't think the Bundeswehr wanted ads on my channel. Interesting. How very interesting. That's shocking. I didn't. I I had no plan in that. I have no control what ads get thrown on my channel on Twitch. But it is interesting that Bundeswehr ads are on, run on my channel. Interesting. Interesting. That's shocking. I don't know whether to be flattered or impressed. Or moderately concerned. Bundeswehr ads. That's impressive. Someone did tell me that the Air Force ran a commercial on my channel, which I mean it tracks. I say Air Force USAF, right? That tracks. But Bundeswehr, interesting. That's shocking. Oh man, very fitting indeed. I'm surprised, bemused even. All right, let's see. So I got that done. What do you think, Johnny? Oh, we calling this Ogren done? Let me just rotate this. It's very angry Ogren done. Looks fierce. All right, good, good, good. And slightly like a madman. And very Scottish. Well, I mean, unintentional, but we still. I mean that definitely looks about right. He's got his gubbins. I'll clean up the ammo belt real quick, or once it dries, I'll clean that up. I'll probably do that off screen, but it's I think we did a pretty damn good job. All right, who took my haggis? Now we just need to do this dude. That'll be fairly easy. I don't know if we'll be able to do his face in one go. Son of a bitch. But so far, this is Johnny's supporter gift, by the way. He wanted a brace of Ogrins. And so we have Nork Deadog. If I can get the camera to zoom. Come on. Work with me. Work with me. Work with me softly. Come on, camera. Oh, God, I got to manipulate the camera. That's one thing I need to get. I need to get is a better camera. Like this one's okay, but it just doesn't want to zoom in when I want it to. Well, to be honest, I asked for Nork, but the rest are Commissar's generosity. Well, I didn't just want to give you a one. If I was gonna buy the set, I was not gonna leave him alone. So here's Nork. I might put some pouches on his belt and some grenades. This is Nork. He gives off a Vin Diesel vibe. He really does. And then we've got, obviously you guys have seen the Ogren Scotsman. And then we're getting this guy done. It's the Snarl. And then we're gonna get this guy done. He doesn't have his head yet, but I gotta paint that. And we'll put some pouches on him. It's that Riddick Snarl. It really is. We gotta finish that movie, by the way. I haven't forgotten. Things just happened, though. And then once we get this guy done, that'll be done. What other stuff that we have made? We have made a Chimera, a Chaos Chimera that we still got to send out. I'm going to send this guy out. Yes, yes, we were in the final act. So we've made a Chaos Chimera. This is for Nina. We made a Hex mark for Lexi. And then we made a High Gladiatrix for Issa. So we are doing supporter gifts, and we're in the final stretch of the first wave. So as part of the final stretch of the first wave, we have a Commissar's Duty for Russ. The Lex Mock Destroy. Yeah, I did throw that ER out the window. And then we also have the Von Ryan Sleepers for Faye. And then we have the final thing, which is Quackamole's Harlequins. Now, for those of you that are just curious why I'm doing this, it is a way of saying thank you for everyone who continues to watch and support the channel and who continue to believe in the missions that I do and all that stuff, and who continue to allow me to yap at them frequently, constantly about 40K, about my experiences and all that stuff, and allow me to do what I do enjoy, what I do love doing. So that is my way of saying thank you. The Von Ryan sleepers will no doubt make the recipient very hoppy. Yes. Oh God, it's 1400 already. All right. We're gonna go until 14:30, and then we're gonna end it there because I gotta get the girls and I gotta get dinner going. I gotta be Data Star, and then tomorrow I'm working. It's a 12-hour shift, and then the day I'm working after that will be a 12-hour shift, and then I will stream probably Thursday ish, maybe, depends. And then Friday I won't be streaming during the day, I'll stream during the night. And then Sunday I'll stream during the night. And then Saturday I won't, and then we'll go back into regular operations, starting Monday and all that stuff. Time and his illusion, stream time doubly so. Sir Douglas Adams, if he survived during the streaming era. Yeah, like I said, it's I want to keep on a schedule. For those of you that don't know, unfortunately, life has conspired to make me somewhat miserable. So that's kind of where I'm at. Um, and life has kept me. The world has decided, we're going to keep you busy. Um, and so yeah, I have been busy. But yeah. Anyway, let's see. Okay, yep. All right. Blah, I'm frustrated. I can't decide what army I'm going to focus on at 11th. Well, didn't you get the new sister model for Armageddon? That should be a given if that's the case. Still close your eyes. I did, but I haven't uh, put the paint to a single sister model, including her. Well, I would say if you wanted to focus on that, that's, if you don't have the energy. Or you could always work on your AdMech, because I know you were revamping some of them. Miss our little talks. I feel like my top four options are Necrons, my Iron Hands, my AdMech, or I never thought saying this, but I almost have enough knights to feel the force of those. Well, I guess the question is what speaks to you more? I've seen what the points look like. I can wrap my head, and I wrap my head around a new army with the new rules. Okay. I can't decide what speaks to me. Oh, yeah, I feel you on that. A five-way burden. So the five-way burden of choice. Okay, well, yeah, that's a tough spot to be in. I don't know necessarily how to help you with that. I wish I could. You know, I'd like to give you some advice you could use. receive this way. And is playing tricks on you, my dear. Alright, I think I got the skin pretty good. Like I said, I think I got the skin pretty much sorted. I gotta let that dry a little bit. Denied my affair. Wide page and a swelling. And not sink. Remember how I said it'd be like off in an hour? It's over an hour for now. Did the stream just click to audio only? No, it shouldn't have. Hold on. Is there an issue with the stream? I am observant. No, me. Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. I was worried that there was an issue with the stream. Because I am also observant. I listen to stream in audio when I'm at work. It just clicked that I hadn't changed it from audio on my end. Oh, whoops. Guess everyone's been listening to me just blab. Oh, yeah. Oh, did you hear Fox is purportedly purchasing Roku? Oh, okay. Why? Minneapolis. It's kind of weird that Fox would buy a streaming service. Because they need to get their tendrils into people's houses. I don't know if they care about the service as so much as the hardware. Probably Roku was looking to sell. They could have sold to somebody else. That's like, yeah, I'm willing to sell. Here's a great white shark. Oh, you're going to give me money? Oh, there we go. Fucking Jesus. Which means, no, I thought Fox wasn't owned by Disney. Because I thought it was ABC that was owned by Disney. No, or I thought Disney owned I know Disney owns MSNBC and NBC. I don't know if Disney owns ABC. I thought Fox wasn't owned by Disney. Weird, because they're always at odds with each other, corporation wise. There's always some outrage with them about a Disney movie. Disney owns half of Fox. Interesting. Didn't Disney get Fox movie stuff, not the network stuff? I mean, if they did, I'm shocked. 20th Century Fox FX. Oh, sorry, 20th Century FXX, National Geographic, and Touchstone went to Disney. Really?
I did not know that. So basically, all the good parts. All right. 2019. Oh, wow. I'm behind the times when it comes to that stuff. All right. Let's take a look at this face real quick. How does that look? And what do you want the color of the hair, Johnny, for his mohawk? His landing strip on the top of his head. The tattoo is going to be purple. Remember Johnny Be Good. Ooh, I like it. Okay. What do you want as Johnny Be Good? Well, I have an idea. Okay. Hang on, let me see if I can find the art reference for it. All right, all right. No, I've heard of Johnny Be Good. But I've like not like I've heard of it. It's familiar. I know it's a song. We got 10 minutes left, folks. 10-minute warning. Because I got to go get the girls here, sir. Oh, it's a bad dad joke because you keep saying Johnny because Johnny is Johnny. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Nah. Tracking. I got it now. Good on you, good sir. That totally went over my head. That was a 10,000-foot joke right there. Aha. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I dig. I dig. White in the front, black in the back. Yeah. Yeah, no, we can do that. That is a Commissar Hecht thumbs up. That is a I fucks with it. Oh yeah, no. No. Yeah, we're doing that. We're doing that. I'll have to glue his head on first. Make sure everything else is right. Um yeah, but white in the front, black in the middle, white in almost the quarterback, and then black in the back. Yeah, we fucks with it. Yeah, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Head on, applied directly to the forehead. You're welcome. But yeah, that'll match. That'll kind of match this one with the orange beard. Yeah, yeah, I like it. I like it.
If the other Ogren had hair, we could have done the orange hair and the white beard. Bit of an homage. But yeah. All right, 10-minute warning, folks. They look like They look like matching bar bouncers in some industrial world hive bar. Yeah, the sky is wet outside. Aha! Is it? How bad wet? There were some gnarly storms over the past few days. Better the sky than being wet inside. I don't know. Some people might like that. Some people might like being wet inside. The neighbor's tree is attempting to become a bush. Oh no! Oh no! Yikes! Ooh! Ew! No! We had NATO's last week. Aha! Yeah. That's when the inside wants to come outside. Or sorry, that's when the outside wants to come inside. Gallows tree. Hands. Sword. Have you heard the meme considered the vampires and venom welcome mats as a loophole to bypass needing to be invited in? Yes, yes, I did hear that. I did hear that. That's a pretty old meme from D&D. There was a D&D creator that introduced that meme to people. Because basically what he does is he trolls Reddit forums, and I guess he found this old defunct Reddit forum or like anonymous forum that created that particular meme, and he brought it back to the. It was during the COVID pandemic. He brought it back into the forum. The same thing with Fae being lawyers. All Fae folk are lawyers now. Listen, my news functions at hypersonics. Listen, my news functions at hypersonic synaptic transmissions. My memes function on Bing. What do you mean, fair now, lawyers? It has always have been. All right, so we just did the tattoo, but it's kind of a little messy application. We'll clean it up a little later. But the school bell's ringing, which means I need to switch from Commissar. I got to take off my Commissar's cap and put on my Datasar cap, and we will do that today. And we're going to end it here, folks. So I want to thank everybody for joining me. Thank you, Sebastian Yaya, for rating me. Thank you, Leoner, for rating me. And thank you, Raiders, for watching. Scrap Metal Dragon, the great the great wordling, thank you very much for joining me. Demon Slayer, thank you very much. Phaedros, thank you very much. Johnny, thank you very much. That that implies that the universe, the extended universe, that Phoenix Wright is an elf. I can accept this. Datasar is a go. Yes, Datasar is a go. So anyway, thank you all very much. Quackamole, thank you for joining me. I appreciate all of you. And remember, always reach out to me if you need to talk to me. And I will see you guys in the next episode. That will be hopefully Thursday night, depending on if Thursday night really drains me. Depending on if Thursday shift really drains me. If not, definitely Friday night. But anyway, thank you all for watching me. I will see you guys. If you like what you see, for those of you that have still stuck around with me, Scrap Metal Dragon and the Great Wordling, please like, comment, subscribe. Join my Facebook, my YouTube, my Twitter, my Twitch, my Blue Sky, my Instagram, all under Commissar Hecht, right? And then thank you all for supporting me. And if you want to become a supporter and have supporter gifts and all that stuff, please be my guest. You'll get a cool supporter gift like this or one of the other ones that I've just shown you. And I will. I'm going to send those out when I'm done with all of them. You got to be. But the thing is you got to be a part of the community for a hot minute. But anyway, thank you all for watching. My name is Commissar Hecht. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.